description.
Oh, hey, this is Hans the Ramen Rater coming at you with another episode of Instant Noodle Recipe Time, the show where I show you what to do with your instant noodles. Today we have something that's not noodles, but it was sent to me by James from Lakeside, California. Thanks again, man. This is a cup rice, and it's scallop mushroom flavor, and I'm guessing he found it on the noodle aisle. He sent me a lot of different things like this, and tteokbokki, and what do you call it? Porridge. Lots of porridge. Lots of Filipino porridge. So it comes with a bag of rice. This is going to be interesting. It takes 8 minutes, and I want to add an egg on top. A happy egg. So I'm going to show you how I make happy egg. And 8 minutes, huh? You fill it to the line with boiling water. It also comes, this is interesting, with a black disposable spork. I haven't seen that before. I'm pretty excited about that, to be brutally honest with you. That's how unexciting my life is currently, folks. But it's not bad. Anyways, we're gonna fill this to the line with the boiling water. And we have been advised, let me give it a little swizzle. Okay. And you put a lid on it. Here's a lid. And we're going to do that for 8 minutes. Okay, let's get this out of the way. Down there. But yeah, we're going to make a really fancy schmancy perfect fried egg, and I'm going to show you step by step on how I do it. Hopefully everything cooperates, because sometimes it just doesn't, and it sucks. The last time I attempted to do this, it didn't. So let's get started. Let's put that down to like the lowest I can. So we're gonna add some cooking spray. A little bit. Put that there for the moment. And that's gonna do its do. Now we have an egg in a containment unit deal thing. Can you see that? Yeah, you can see that. So here's what we do. We crack the egg. We're going to drop it in there. Now, rule number 1, we don't want damn bubbles. Get rid of those bubbles. Beep. I think we're looking pretty good. Yeah, we don't want any bubbles. No bubbles. Okay, now we don't want that pan to be way too hot, because we're gonna slow go on this sucker. I think that'll work. See, what I want is for that yolk to be hanging out right in the center. Let's see. That kind of works. Maybe more like that. So we're gonna wait. The heat is on like the lowest humanly possible. So I'm gonna let, see, you can start seeing the whites forming into what you would expect to see in a fried egg. You just give it a minute, let it start working its way across, which is what it's doing. Once it gets to a certain point, I'm just going to move it. And hopefully what will happen is the yolk will stick to the white. Yeah, see? It's doing it. Kind of looks like the album cover. What is it? The album cover for Journey. That center of that thing, at least from where I'm looking at it. Okay. Be good. So I'm using the egg ring, moving it over once the yolk starts looking right. And as far as being low, God, it's that. But that's where we're at on the heat. It's really low. But it's just doing its thing, and you just let it do that. It will eventually turn more looking like an egg. I'll bump it up a couple degrees, and then let it be done. Let it chill on its own. But that's how I do the eggs. You don't have to do it that way. If you want to do it that way, that's how I do it, and it comes out looking real nice. And I like it to look real nice. I would say 90% of what I'm doing is for presentation purposes, so it's fun. It's good. Come on, egg. But see, you can like destroy an egg real quick. I'm sure you've seen those fried eggs that just look like beyond fried, like destroyed, like murdered egg. I like to get like nowhere near that. I like to have it so my egg looks and is like, I will admit, the term that I use when the yolk is so goopy and the whites are just like nice and clear, that's a slutty egg. If you do the same thing with like what people will call a jammy egg for a soft boil, that's also a slutty egg. It's like if you have a picture of it and the yolk is just kind of starting to drip off the side because it got punctured, that's a very slutty egg. So there you go. I mean, it's like, I don't know why, but I was talking to somebody one time when I was out walking. I was like, you know, these eggs, they're kind of promiscuous. They're naughty eggs. You'll look at them and you're just like, you want some of that egg. So I am going to turn up the heat to a little bit more, because right now the top of that egg is just not doing anything. Almost out of time. There's a leaf blowing out there. Thank the maker for this wonderful oil bath and the leaf blowing that they're doing. That'll really help everything out. But the thing is, you don't want to get it so warm that it starts bubbling, because you're going to end up with all these bubbles in the middle. Gotta eyeball it real good. It's on like low simmer currently. Alright, we're getting there. Wet on top still. Get it a little bit warmer. A little bit warmer. What you're not looking for is you don't want that egg to sound like bacon. You really don't. That like ruins the whole. Whoa. it just started to sizzle, and I don't like that. Okay. Now we'll finish up this rice, because it's done. At least it should be. It said 8 minutes. And that's how much time it's had to think about life and how it's in pain and boiling. Or, oh, I think that worked. Let's see what we end up with here. Oh yeah, that has soaked up fluff. Fluff with fork. This looks like really weird rice. I don't want to say crummy because I haven't tried it yet. I've had worse. By a long shot. It's not bad. But this should be interesting. So while we're doing this, the egg is just chilling out over there. It's like it's resting and it's still getting more heat, so it'll coagulate. And today is October 31st, 2025. It is our reverse Friday the 13th. And it's All Hallows Eve. Oh wow, this is going to be difficult to stir. Are we just going to end up with a clump of rice-like stuff? Let's add the oil in. That might... I'm really curious though. Scallop and mushroom flavor. This might make it a little more gloopy, which will help its situation. You know what I could really go for? You're gonna be like, that sounds so gross, Ramen Raider guy. What's wrong with you? But it's not. It's absolutely wonderful. It's pork blood cake, where it's like rice with pork blood on it. Oh my god. I had that a couple times at night markets in Taiwan, and dude, it's so good. The seasoning they do with the blood adds like this like insane richness. Oh yeah. I tell people that often and I get really funny looks. I don't care. Like, how do people eat that? I'm like, I'll tell you how. With their face. Okay. I'm gonna say this is what we got. Cheers. Ooh. Yeah, the oil definitely helps. I get it. That's good. That'll get a decent score. Now, you might be thinking, wait, does this go into your top 10 lists? No. Only if I come out with a top 10 not ramen list. Which, honestly, I don't know. I would have to go through all my reviews and tag things as not ramen. And that would be, like, very time consuming. Oh, really? See what happened there? We'll just have to stir it in here too. That's fine. But yeah, that's probably never going to happen. But I mean, as far as like, I've had a few. That's good. If I did have a top 10, this would definitely be a contender for that list. That's quite good. All right. Scallion. Now, this egg is ready for prime time. And here she comes. I know, I'm calling the egg she. Come on, glide and swerve. Come on, eggy egg. There you are. Egg, scallion. Wow, they stopped leaf blowing. That's great. A little bit of seed there. Egg. Now we gotta look at it. I think we're good. So, I have noticed that for dang sure, these don't look so great on the video. And I wish there was more I could do about that, but there isn't. That as far as I know. But, this will come out about a month from now. If you're watching this the day it came out on YouTube. It'll come out on theramenraider.com. So you should do that. You should watch. You should go to the www.theramenraider.com and look at it on there, because after I say goodbye on this, I'm going to go and I'm going to take really nice pictures of it, and you'll get to see what it looks like really nice. Oh, and I'm out of batteries. Oh, well. Dagnabbit. Yep. Well, that's what you get. Sometimes the batteries run out and you got to put new batteries in, so I will do that right now. And anyways, that's been the show for today. I hope you enjoyed watching. And yeah, like I said, go to www.theramenraider.com. That's where I have for you visual entertainment that I spent a lot of time on. If you're in the mood, you can also donate to what I do. This is a lot of work, and yeah, your donation helps me continue doing what I do. So if you want to do that, I would appreciate it. And look, new batteries. So anyways, the next one you're going to see was another one that came by way of James from Lakeside, California. I can't remember the brand name. Kichimi? But this is like a whole wheat curry noodle from Japan. And it sounds interesting, so that'll be on the next episode of the show. Like, subscribe if you feel like it, and yeah, this has been Hans the Ramen Raider wishing you enjoyment of your noodles each and every day. Have a good one. Bye-bye.